All right.
Oh God, I got a shit ton of phlegm. As soon as you said, all right, all of the phlegm in my mouth, in my body, just went. Oh, sorry, I need some more of this Fiji water.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Lane. This is Clay, and welcome to the first official episode of the podcast, The Pride. And this has been a long time coming, and we have been wanting to do a podcast for a long time, but just kind of things got in the way, or it was put on hold. But with current situations going on right now in the U.S. and actually around the world, we felt like now is the perfect time to sort of have this show where we kind of air our opinions, our thoughts on things, so that hopefully we can have a civilized discussion in the comments and wherever you can find us on social medias. And so crazy times we're living in America, obviously.
Obviously, for sure.
The riots going on right now. The whole George Floyd situation. For those who don't know, George Floyd, African-American man, tragically killed by a police officer or police officers, I guess.
I would say police officers, honestly.
Because
even though you may not have had a hand on his body, you still could have stopped it. That's your job, to protect and serve. So I would say officers for sure.
Yeah, but so far only one. Obviously, the only police officer that's been charged was the guy, which
I don't even think.
By the way, are we even sure that that's the guy?
Why?
Because apparently there was a photo going around of his mugshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a photo of him side by side, and people have circled around the hairline and have circled around like the ears. It's different ears, and his hairline is not the same.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, because I was going to say, because I know I heard that supposedly he was in custody, but for unknown charges. I was pretty sure that they just kind of took him into custody for his own safety. I don't think that they were actually charging him with anything because, like, I know that there's a lot of people trying to get to this guy right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's understandable, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily condone it. I'm like, send him to jail. Let's get him in jail.
Yeah.
Let's get him in jail.
Like,
I mean, like,
I don't know. And again, I think I was telling you this a couple of days ago. I don't know. As far, like, obviously, yes, arrest the man, put him behind bars.
Right.
Like, he clearly
took the law.
He killed somebody.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Exactly.
But as far as the riots situation is concerned, is that necessarily the right way to go about a sort of change for justice?
I mean, if you look back in like history and stuff like that, there were a lot of things that were changed because of riots and everything like that. But I mean, to just say like black and white, to just say like, oh, don't riot, do it this way.
Yeah, right.
Is like, it's tough to say that. Like, how can you really justify saying that when things have been going this way for years?
Yeah,
hundreds of years, and nothing has changed yet.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So maybe this is the only thing that's actually going to get people to listen and to start changing the way they do things.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't like necessarily make it okay to sit here and loot places.
See.
The looting and the rioting are two totally different things.
See, I've seen some people
like totally different things.
Comparing the looting to, well, remember the Boston Tea Party?
Okay,
they threw barrels of tea over into the ocean.
Yeah,
okay, but they're not stealing MacBook Pros.
That's what I'm saying.
Consoles.
I haven't heard of any like 52-inch TVs floating on the beach yet. I haven't heard of any Nintendo Switches in the creeks. They're two completely different things, dude. Like okay,
one is to prove your point.
Yes.
On the current situation, which was taxes on tea.
Exactly.
This is I'm gonna take advantage of this situation and just steal. Like that's not that like. If you're trying to justify, I'm stealing because I'm doing it for George Floyd. George Floyd wouldn't want you to fucking steal some shit
in his name.
In his fucking name.
Like
it wasn't justice. That's not justice.
No.
How do you justify stealing? Especially from small business owners. I think you were telling me that.
Yes, dude. That's the part that really irritates me. Like, hang on, I don't want to jump into that yet. Just yet. I'm gonna get into that. But like, okay, say, the looting was necessarily like, okay, say it was like your way of trying to go about this. Okay. Like to say that these like businesses and corporations, these big businesses and corporations value materialistic things more so over the lives of, Black human beings or minorities and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. Burn the place down then with the TVs and everything like that inside of it. Exactly. Why do you feel the need to take it? That's what I'm like finding hard to understand, honestly, personally. That's what I'm finding hard to understand. Because here you have a bunch of other people, like especially minorities, trying to protest and trying to protest peacefully. But yet, it seems like, because from the videos that I have seen personally, if there's more, please leave them in the comment section. I would love to see them. But majority of the videos,
Twitter.
Yeah, or on
Just
Twitter.
On Twitter. Links to my Twitter and his Twitter will be in the description below.
But majority of the videos that I have seen, it's been a lot of white people like breaking shit and shit like that, and like really instigating the damaging and shit like that, honestly. And then it's like, I've seen a bunch of videos where there was like minorities and African American people telling them to stop or trying to get them to stop and being like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Trying to get them to stop before it gets worse and before they start getting shot with rubber bullets and tear gas and shit like that. Like, which is just horrible. Or getting shoved around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude, I've seen so many people, like videos of women getting pushed down by these like huge buff officers, like by their necks and stuff. And they're just getting shoved down all the way to the ground, dude. I'm like, whoa. But like, that's ridiculous. But
it's like, speaking on that, like the police brutality kind of part of it. Like, again, this is going to rub some people the wrong way.
Man, all of this is going to rub somebody the wrong way.
But like, here's the thing. If I'm a police officer and I got this crowd of like literally 1,000 people and I literally got my boys of like 100, I'm probably on the fucking edge. And I'm probably thinking, you know what? Probably 20 of these people could probably seriously injure my life.
Yeah.
I have a family at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to get hurt today. So I'm going to protect myself. If that means pushing someone down or, God forbid, trampling on them by accident or by purpose, then I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like you have to justify some of the actions. Obviously, not all the actions can be justified. If someone is protesting peacefully and an officer is just like, fuck out my way, bitch, and throws them on the ground, obviously that's not right.
That's ridiculous.
But like, if you're literally getting in this police officer's face or you're throwing shit at them, they're probably on edge, and whatever action they do is what's Newton's law? Forever action.
There's an equal and opposite reaction.
Exactly. If you do something to that cop's gonna do something to you. Plain and simple.
Especially, being surrounded like that. But like you just said, to make that clear and simple, you have to see everything from both angles.
Not everything black and white.
Not everything is black and white, and not everything is acceptable. He's not saying in any way like, oh, okay, that's justified that all those women and everything like that got pushed around.
Yeah,
no, that's not at all what he's saying.
No.
I get where you're coming from. Because, you're on edge, so, there is some videos and some instances where the cop is basically just trying to protect himself, and he has to protect himself, honestly. But, you know what I mean? It doesn't justify all these other freaking, a-holes that are taking advantage of the situation and basically just want to inflict damage on anybody that gets in their way.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because it is hard. Not every cop is a freaking a-hole. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's you cannot sit there and make a blank statement like that.
Yeah.
That every cop is an asshole, every cop is a douchebag, it's crooked. No. There are genuinely good cops out there, just like there's genuinely good people out there in the world, period. That not everybody is bad and not everybody is good.
And I'll bounce off of that. I think I was telling you this also a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think I put this pretty cleanly. Not every good title has a good person behind it, and not everybody with a bad title is a bad person. Meaning, just because somebody is in blue and holds a badge doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're good. So, and then here's another thing also too, right? We like to always kind of bring, it's just kind of sad that it's always like a white cop and a black guy or something. But like, and we like to kind of bring it to a race thing. What if that cop's just a fucking asshole?
Yeah, I don't really. Nah, because I've seen like black police officers even be
fucking
they're dicks to other minorities or other black people.
I think when we were in high school, there was a black cop who was a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
who was literally like,
it's like people
just a dick.
It's like people make it seem as if like black people can't be racist against other black people, or minorities can't be racist. Period. Like, dude, no.
See,
black people can definitely be racist. Certain black people can be racist towards other black people. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's like, no, that's the truth.
See, and here's the thing: to kind of give my kind of backstory on like racism. Like, I've dealt with racism and prejudice towards me, and not even all the times from white people, from Hispanic people, from other black people, because we're mixed.
Yeah,
and so a lot of times when like we go to the store, I specifically remember talking to a chick in junior high. And I remember meeting this chick's parents. They were black. And I remember going home and her texting me saying, "I can't talk to you anymore." And I was like, "Why?" And she said, "Well, my parents don't like that you're mixed because you're not full black. You have white in you."
What does that mean?
And I'm like, and that was like one of the first times I was like, holy fuck. And again, I was a kid, obviously, when I thought racism, I thought only white people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like my perception was very narrow.
Yeah.
I didn't know how far off the spectrum racism
it could stretch. Yeah, for sure.
Especially to that degree.
To that extent, yeah, for sure.
So when I heard that, I was like, fuck. Like, even to sort of what would be my own kind, to a racist white man seeing my brown skin would be like, oh, that's a black guy. Even to my own kind, some of them don't welcome me. Yeah. Because I have white in me.
And that's what's hard, especially like with us, like never feeling like you quite belong to either group.
Yeah, see, I always felt that. I always felt that.
Oh yeah,
especially being geeks.
Well, yeah, being geeks, and then like me, I've always been super emo, like into Data Remember and everything like that, Pierce the Veil. Still am, obviously.
Yep.
But yeah, never feeling like you quite belong to either group. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not black enough to hang out with y'all. I'm not white enough to chill with y'all, to hang out with you.
All right, I'll just eat by myself.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go eat by myself in the library and draw anime.
Or God forbid, eighth grade year, fucking eating in the restaurant by myself.
Ugh, good gosh.
Yeah, I wasn't proud of myself. I had no friends, none.
Nah, I don't blame you.
None. At least not on that lunch period. I would go to the bathroom, eat.
Like, because when you were in 8th grade, so I was in 10th then? Yeah. 10th then? Yeah. And I don't blame you. Yeah, that was like the worst year ever of my life, like, for sure.
Horrible.
For sure. Horrible. But that's why we, went to homeschool after that, not too long after that, because that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Yep. The system and everything like that. But, oh man. But no, to go back to for sure. Like, we both dealt with that for sure, like throughout our whole lives.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though we are light skinned, that doesn't somehow give us some kind of magic pass. And,
Yeah,
you know, nobody suspects stuff from us because we still are of a darker hue.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, we still go into convenience stores and everything like that. And we still get those weird looks all the time. All the time. It's like, it doesn't...
Remember those times
This
where,
might
like...
answer your question. In Bay, it's 8:06 p.m. By the way,
I
I
didn't
can
even-
learn your voice to improve your Alexa experience.
I didn't even say Alexa.
Would you like to...
Alexa, be quiet!
Oh, fuck this bitch this one day.
Eavesdropping, man. Ear hustling over there.
Getting in
Good
a
gosh.
conversation.
I didn't even say
She who may not
be named. Who will not be named. Who will not be named. Did I even say, did I once say,
Don't say it.
did I say it at all? I
I
don't
don't
know.
fucking know.
But no, we were going to say, when we were kids, what?
Oh yeah, like even when we were kids, I remember so many times like our parents always taught us to be respectful to our elders, and always say like yes, man,
Yes.
no man, yes sir, no sir, and hold the door open for like your elders and stuff like that.
Or ladies, or whatever.
I
whoever,
remember
honestly.
so many times holding a door open for an old man or an old woman, and them just give me that.
like that look.
You're not gonna say
Thank you or anything like that.
Anything
It makes me.
like-
It makes me sometimes want to take that door and just slam it.
and again, now is it me
right,
being prejudiced to them,
right,
or is
right.
that just them? They're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, like
They
you know,
just
just some
didn't
people
wanna-
have that attitude or have that personality where they're just like not really
Yeah,
like bubbly. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it, like bubbly, I guess. Is that the way?
yeah.
I don't know.
guess, like,
But
energetic.
you know, energetic or whatever. I don't know. But for sure. But yeah, like even to this day, like I said, you know, we still go into convenience stores and everything like that, and we get those weird looks and those weird stares
Mhm.
and everything like that. And it's like, excuse me, it doesn't. I mean, it still bothers me, obviously, but I've just grown used to it.
Yeah,
I just let it, like, it just literally just rolls off my shoulder. I just let it, you know what I'm saying? But then, no, there is sometimes, some days
yeah.
where I'm already not having a good day.
Mhm.
And, you know, that shit happens and it pisses me off even more. And then I'm just like, you know, can I help you? Can I help you?
Yeah.
Like,
See,
you know what I mean? Nah, dude, like and it's a shame, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, cause you know, we do it when we go in the stores and we're sitting there talking to each other. We're like, okay, dude, just be careful. Like when you're looking at it, don't go over here or
Yeah.
don't you know what I'm saying? Don't make this move or do
Right.
like you get what I'm saying, right?
Exactly. Like,
Don't bring more suspicion to yourself.
because I don't know if you do it. I know I do it.
Hmm.
Like, anytime I go near items of interest that would be like of interest of stealing or something,
Mhm.
or of a high value, I'm always, or even just when I'm going down aisles, I'm like directly in the middle. So nobody could be like, hey, look at this guy right
yeah,
here.
exactly.
He's over here trying to steal. Like, nope, I'm in my lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we go to like pawn shops or whatever the case may be, and there's like, you know, fucking rings or something like, or whatever, fuck, you know, you got your jewelry display
Exactly.
or whatever. I'm like 5 feet back from the
Right.
because I don't want to give that thought, that impression in someone's head, like, oh, this dude's looking to steal.
Exactly.
Especially if I'm wearing, God forbid, I'm wearing a black hoodie.
a black hoodie, which you do
Which
wear
I do a lot.
lot. You have a lot of black hoodies. Like you have a lot of hoodies. But like that's when I'm like, oh
Yeah.
gosh, we just gotta be like, and I'm just like, you know, we're just like, oh dude, okay, over there, they're looking at us, or she's looking at us, or he's
Yeah.
looking at us. So just be aware of
Yeah.
that. Don't give them a reason. Like,
See, and again, it's like
It's a
so,
shame.
It's
It's a
so
shame.
sad that it's come to that point.
yeah,
Like
It's a
even when
shame that
like,
that's
if
like,
people are like trying to help us in a store, you know, you go into Best Buy, go into that Best Buy, and next thing you know, you got 5 people coming. Hey, can we help you?
5 blue shirts coming at you. Real
You got the
quick.
blue shirts coming for you, and I'm just like, no, I don't need help. I already told 3 of your friends
Yeah, right.
previously came to me that I'm cool.
I haven't even moved sections, and like you're still coming up to me asking if I need
And, like
help.
I love it, like especially like when like we're checking out the camera stuff, and
Yeah.
obviously you know so much about cameras,
Mhm.
and like you're sitting there, you're saying all these fucking terminologies and like, all these numbers and stuff like that, and like you'll have a guy literally like a foot away who can clearly hear everything you're saying, and will still come over and be like, hey, you needing help with anything? Like, do you not hear this guy giving you a full synopsis on these
Yeah.
cameras?
I find
right
it funny
now?
that when we go in there and like, you know, we are looking at the camera stuff, and then I hear, and you know, and then I hear them trying to help the other person look for their camera or something like that, and they're just like, I don't know, they're literally reading the description on the thing, and they're like, well, this one's got 23 megapixels, and then this one's got 24. I don't know if that's good or not, or if that's that much better. It's
Bigger number.
bigger number.
The better
The
quality.
better quality. And it's like, it's just funny, dude. Like, I'm like, dude, I definitely don't need your help. Like,
Like,
but
I need nothing from you.
right? But then it's like, it does make it more difficult for when there's people that are genuinely trying to help us, or genuinely just
Exactly.
want to
That's
be,
why I say
like,
it's a shame.
You know what I
because
mean?
There could just be those people who
Or just
are
doing, yeah,
trying to do their job.
and
Like,
just trying to help out. But
in
it's,
my mind, I
Yeah.
go, oh,
in
they're
the back,
checking me out.
yep, in the back of your head.
To try to see.
But
what
it's
I'm feeling.
because we've dealt with that for so long.
yeah, like
you know what I mean? For
like
so
we've
many
basically
years.
been programmed.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point.
Mm-hmm. But no, to go back to the small business owners, man.
Oh yeah.
That's the part that like irks me the most, honestly. That's the part that irritates me. Because okay, whatever. If you're gonna riot. But and you know what I'm saying, if you want to destroy these places of business, whatever, I guess, whatever. But my thing is, why are you going after these like mom and pop stores or shops like that, or locally owned businesses, part of the community and everything like that, minority owned, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why are you going after these businesses, or why are you destroying these businesses or these homes or whatever?
Exactly.
Why? How does that get your point across? I feel like that defeats your whole point. You're drawing even more of a line in the sand
exactly.
at that point. You know what I mean? Because I could have been all for your cause, and you just burned down, you know, my restaurant. You just burned down my bar.
Exactly.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And I do not understand it. I really don't.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, how do you justify
Because
that,
mhm.
and how do you justify hurting a random person?
Yeah, because of the color of their skin.
Right.
You guys are like, there's some people that really are like beating up, like, you know,
Beating up white people.
White
because
people.
That's what's going. That's
Yeah.
what's going to help us.
because that's what's going to help us. Like
Injuring and abusing and brutality to other human beings.
Exactly. Like I said, like I'm like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous, man. Like I said, if you want to, you know, go after these big ass businesses and corporations, that's fine. Who cares? I guess because they are at the end of the day insured. They will be fine. They will recover from this. But the mom and pop stores and everything like that will not recover from this.
Exactly. Some of them
Luckily,
don't have insurance.
exactly. Luckily, some of them I've seen have had a GoFundMe account like start up and everything like that, so they will at least recover. But there's still a lot of people out there that will never.
There
bounce
will
back.
be those few
Yes.
that go unheard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Because
know-
they didn't make a video of it, or they didn't get it out there like that, or
Exactly.
whatever. And that's a
There's
shame.
just no like videos or
Exactly.
anything like that. Which is
Exactly. It is. It's really a shame. And I again, I just want to make this clear. We are perfectly understanding with the rioting and everything like that, or the protesting in general.
Mhm.
We are definitely for that. Yes, make your point heard. Get out there, make your point heard. But as far as like the looting itself and damaging other, you know what I mean, minority businesses.
They burnt down the damn Popeyes, Clay. They
Popeyes.
burnt down a Popeyes.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you burn down a Popeye? Dude, I was also gonna tell you, I'm like, how crazy is it to think of? Because you know, like I said, I've seen a lot of videos where it's mainly like white people and shit like that, or like these groups of other people burning these places down or destroying these places, and you got the black people or the minority people trying to tell them to stop and everything like that. I'm like, what if some of these people were literally hired or coerced some way into doing that? Do you get what I'm saying?
See, now you're getting into
I know.
conspiracy theories.
You know me. I can't help but get into that. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, I
because
know.
how convenient is that oh, they're gonna go after these businesses and those businesses,
Yeah.
and then let's see what businesses are left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After this, Because I feel like everybody is looking at this one way. Like everybody's playing checkers, and that's why the rich motherfuckers will always stay rich because they're playing chess.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like people are not thinking about all of this the right way.
No, it's very. Again, it's sort of what I was telling you. It's very reactionary
Yes.
instead of let's pause and think what's really
Yes.
gonna help our cause and move
Exactly.
towards change.
Yes. What is our goal, and what are we gonna do in order to achieve it?
To get there.
To get there. That's it. Like, yeah, I know we haven't been heard for years. We're never heard.
No.
Never truly heard. But what is burning down a Target? What is burning down a Walgreens gonna do about that?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I can't help but personally
Or
see
fucking destroying parks.
destroying parks. I can't see the purpose in that or the goal in that. Honestly, I can't see where is that gonna go to where all of a sudden now black people lives finally matter. Black lives finally matter. What, like, I don't see the connection. I don't see how that's going to help that. I really don't. You know what I mean?
It's fucking
As opposed to you taking down government buildings, as opposed to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that sort of infrastructure and shit like that.
Mhm.
Places of corruption, police
Exactly.
stations and shit like that.
yeah.
I'm not saying go burn those places down or
Exactly.
anything like that, but I'm just saying, why aren't you? Do you get what I'm saying? like,
I'm not saying to go burn these police officers' place of business down, but I'm not saying that either.
I'm not saying that either.
I'm not saying it.
But no, for real, I'm for real. I'm not pleased. I'm not saying
I
that.
think you severely hurt your cause, my friend.
Like I'm not.
I
saying
get, I get what you're saying though. Like, go to the places that actually matter. Like I said, burning down a fucking pot pies is not.
I'd
What
be
the fuck is
pissed.
that?
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
Or burning down a park. Like, here's the other thing that like I'm touched on that I don't think anyone has touched on. What do you think children are thinking when they are hearing these crowds? They're hearing these police sirens every night for the past weeks. You know, what do they think when they're seeing people throwing rocks in them and all these fucking busted up cars and places on fire? Like, they're probably terrified out of their mind.
Oh yeah.
Or what do you think of the parents who try to bring their kids to, like I said, those parks
That are
now
finally
destroyed?
opening back up.
They were opening up. Now you destroy them.
Like I don't know.
Think about more people. Think about everyone in this situation as opposed to just yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost feels like, again, I'm gonna bring this to like some wrestling terminology. It's like people are trying to get themselves over, when like really you want to try to get everybody over who's around you. You want to make everyone stand tall, but it just seems like so many people were just like, yeah. I gotta go and do this because I think this is what's gonna help or whatever. I think, stealing is gonna be what's gonna solve something. When ultimately it's not. And I was thinking about this to myself last night. I think I even told you. If you came up and asked me, how do you make a change and finally have justice for black people, white people, Hispanic people, Chinese people, all races? How do you have everybody come together and be peaceful? And my honest answer is, I don't know. And I don't think it will ever happen, ultimately.
Not truly, no.
We've been this way for thousands of years. This country was built on separation and division between one another, the poor, the rich. We've always had some form of division in this country and around the world. So if you come and ask me, hey Lane, how do we have peace? How do we have justice? I don't know. And as a pride, obviously, we're very fucking proudful, right? I don't like to admit that I'm wrong about something. You like to admit that you're wrong about something?
I've honestly gotten a lot better at it for sure.
Okay,
When I was
so
a
that's
kid,
you.
when I was
I
a
hate
kid,
admitting that I'm fucking wrong.
when I was a kid, it was pretty hard. Yeah.
like,
But
to-
now I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Exactly. I've gotten a little bit better. But to the point of, like, if I'm wrong about something, I'm going to look it up and make sure that I know exactly why I'm wrong. And so I won't be wrong the next time.
Mhm.
So for me to say, I don't know how to fix this problem that we're in, fucking kills me. I don't know what the answer is. I wish I had the golden
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
I wish I had that golden ticket to punch in and be like, everybody's peaceful, everyone can come together, sing kumbaya together.
Right.
But I don't have that ticket, and I don't think we'll ever have that ticket.
No. Mm-mm.
And it's
Never.
it's just a fucking shame.
It really is. I know. It is. Honestly.
Because like what do you tell your kids?
No, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, growing up, as young black men, we were, always told, just be aware, of like things because you are black,
Mhm.
you may be treated a different way, or they may think of you a different way.
Right.
Which sucks. It sucks that you should even have to tell that to a kid. It's like, how do you tell that to a kid? Just because of the color of your skin, Bobby,
You might be
treated differently.
treated differently.
Like, I'm sorry, that's the card you were dealt.
That's
Just the way it is.
I was gonna say it.
No, because I heard you start to say it. And I was like, I gotta say
That's just the way it is.
it. Like,
Things
yeah.
will never ever be the same.
Like, dude, it is, bro. Like, that's it, man. It's sad that if you were born with white
If
skin
you're not
in
born-
this country,
Yeah,
then you have the golden ticket,
exactly.
my friend. Like,
You got it made.
you got it made. But that's crazy. That's sad.
It's the sad truth. But here's the thing, obviously while all this is going on, there has been change over the years.
Obviously, for sure.
Like, people, obviously you'll never see it on the news because it doesn't make headlines. But people have been given so many opportunities. We've seen so many minorities becoming these top positions.
Mhm.
Like, I think, wasn't there some lady who was like, became like a fucking, like a governor or a senator or something like that. And she was like one of the first kind of women or something.
I think so. I think I know
Like
who you're
that.
talking about.
There's something like that.
Something like
like that happened, okay?
Mhm.
And so what I'm saying is, obviously, things here and there will change, but one thing that will never change is prejudice or division towards people. Unfortunately, that's just the way shit is, because that's how the world has been for, like I said, thousands of years.
Yes.
And, I think at the end of the day, and I hate saying this, we just kind of have to accept it.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think you should ever just lay down and like
I'm not
lay
saying,
down.
I'm not
and
saying like
be
lay-
like,
I'm not-
it is what it is.
I'm not saying lay down
Honestly.
I'm not saying like lay down your metaphorical guns
Mhm.
and just accept,
Give up.
Yeah, and just give up whatever. Obviously, keep fighting, keep trying. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to change a prejudiced person's mind
No,
at the end of the day.
for
They
sure.
are
They are brainwashed.
They are brainwashed and have programmed themselves to think that way,
Yes.
and they will justify anything
Yes.
to swing it into that direction.
Yeah, to literally get you right back to where they want you to get to
Exactly.
in the conversation or whatever.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't keep fighting for change and justice. Obviously, keep fighting for change and justice. One of my heroes was Martin Luther King Jr. I was in a Black History Club, and he's someone that I always looked up to and valued because he was kind of almost very spiritual in the way that he thinks and the way he just kind of projected his ideas and stuff. And so when it comes to peace and equality and stuff like that, it's just that's kind of what we need. It's just some peace and equality, but I don't know, man. Spinning my wheels here because
It's
it's
difficult.
it's a difficult situation to talk about
Yes.
because you don't know what the answer is.
No. And it's like, how can you take all of this and just, I don't know, make it more structured? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to just rampant like chaos.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it is right now. Because my whole thing is too, in like 5 years from now, are people gonna remember the crazy ass riots and the looting and shit like that, as opposed to remembering George Floyd? That's my thing. Is where is George Floyd in all of this? I don't see it. I don't see it being represented. Sorry.
It's like there are more videos displaying violence and brutality towards others than there are videos memorializing
Yes.
George Floyd and his name,
That I've
who
seen.
he was.
Mhm.
That I've seen.
As a person, I've even
Yeah.
seen videos trying to discredit him. But that's what the media always
It's like
tries
that's what
to
happens
do. Every time, man.
every time.
All the people, all the guys that you're
Look
upset
at this
about
shit that he did
5 years ago.
5 years ago that justified him dying.
Exactly. That's
Like,
what I don't
what?
understand. That's what I don't understand, dude. I'm like, so because you brought up something, I don't know what the video was too, or what they brought up. I can't remember. But I'm like, so you're telling me so that justifies somebody standing on his neck for 9 minutes, suffocating him to death? I don't understand where you're
Who
what
was
you're
it?
trying to.
Who was it? It's the lawyer for
Oh,
for
the lawyer.
Ahmaud Arbery,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Where he had said like,
Which I'm glad
Which
that
really
it's him too. I'm
spoke
glad
was
that
like-
it's him.
what did he say like verbatim? It was was it? Did he say like imagine like holding your breath for 9 minutes or something
Yeah,
like that? Is
something
that
like
what he
that.
said?
Something like that.
He had said something close to that, like hold your breath for 9 minutes, or just imagine how it feels to have like pressure, an immense amount of pressure on your neck for like 9 minutes,
Exactly.
for 9 whole minutes. And it's like when you hear that and you start thinking about it, it's like, fuck, like those are like 9 minutes to where you're just like you're begging for some help.
Yeah,
You're,
exactly.
Like
The thing
you're
is,
literally praying on your last.
Because I think what he
couple
said
seconds.
was like something about putting like a timer on your phone and then realizing how long 9 minutes.
That's
is.
what it was. Put a timer and realize how long 9 minutes.
Because that is a
is.
long time for somebody not to do anything, and for one of those officers not to say anything to the other officer.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you might want to move off of his neck. It's been a while.
That's the craziest thing
It's
to
been a while.
me, man. It's like,
Because
how do, like, obviously we're not police officers.
No.
Look at us.
No.
But what is a police officer's training in that situation? Like, you have a guy in handcuffs. Okay, cool. I have him on the ground.
yeah, I wanted to look this
All
up
right.
too. Honestly,
Fine. But like,
you already have his hands handcuffed.
yeah, and like I've watched
Like,
so many
I don't understand.
police like takedown videos and stuff
Right.
like that. Like people like evading police.
Mhm.
And I've seen so many of them like take a guy down. It's like, okay, take the guy down, put his hand behind his back,
Mhm.
handcuffs. And what I have seen in some cases is an officer put a leg on the back.
Back.
Like on
That's
the
what I've
upper,
seen.
like,
yes,
back, like
but just
shoulder.
mainly while they're handcuffing them or trying to handcuff them.
Exactly. And
And
then it's
then
like,
once-
all right, get up.
Yeah, get up. That's it. Or
But-
or even after they're handcuffed, maybe just like a hand on the back to kind of keep them down until they have backup.
Yeah. But I mean, has there been a video showing? Because I don't know if you've seen it.
Hmm.
There's a store camera that caught them having handcuffs on George Floyd,
Mhm.
and they sat him down like on this wall. So I'm like, how did they get from that to him being on the ground?
Really? No, I haven't
Yes.
seen that. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you can look it up. Obviously, you can find it. There's a ton of videos. But yeah, that's what I'm so confused about. I don't know if anyone has
Like what took place?
yeah, like what took place between, okay, we have him in handcuffs, we sat him down on this wall, and things seemed fine, to now we have him thrown on the ground next to the police car, and I have to put my knee on his neck.
Right. Right.
what took
Even though
place
two of my
between that time?
buddies are already
Yeah.
holding him down.
Like, what took place between that time? Here's the thing: if there was a scuffle or anything like that between that time, there's like what 4 or 5 of you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand, dude.
I don't
Against
like.
one
I
guy.
don't understand. Like, this is fucking Hulk over here. Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
it's just one guy.
Like, did you not take the proper training and everything like that? You're a cop, so obviously you passed all your training.
I really would like to know, and obviously I'll probably look it up for myself after this video's done. Is like, what is the actual
the
procedure?
proper restraint procedures.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to look it up too, honestly, before this, but I didn't get a chance to.
Because obviously a knee across the neck for 9 minutes doesn't seem procedural to me.
No, not anyway.
Um,
And then it's like I said, me and you, we go back and forth with this whenever we talk about this, but it's like, I would like to think that if I was there when this was going on, that I would have done something. I would like to think that I would, but it's hard to sit here and say in this moment, me
Right.
sitting here, that I would have done something because I wasn't there. So I can't confirm,
yeah.
say that I would have done something because it's difficult, man.
yeah.
Because so then am I going to be the guy that I try to go push that officer or try to go up to him and tell him like, hey, you need to get off of him,
Right.
and I get shot or something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, you have to imagine also if you're one of those people, you're probably thinking, again, we're not fucking medical experts, and there was only one medical expert
That's
there.
my thing. That you had an EMT sitting there yelling at you to get off of him,
Yeah.
to get off his neck or check his pulse.
Mhm.
Because yeah, okay, he could have gone unconscious, but if you had still gotten your knee off of his neck at the time, he probably would have been okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you just knocked him out basically.
Mhm.
But I'm like, if you had got your fucking knee off of him, he still would be alive. You know what I mean? Especially if that EMT would have helped out after that.
Yeah. I mean, the guy also was just the police officer.
Right. Right.
Was honestly just a fucking asshole.
That's what
I
it
don't
seemed
know.
like,
Like,
I don't know him on a personal level or anything
Obviously,
like that.
yeah, exactly. I can't say he's a racist or whatever the fuck.
Right.
I don't know. The guy. I'm not gonna say probably. The guy is a fucking asshole.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
He killed somebody.
For sure.
And he had numerous complaints against him prior. I don't know if they were racist complaints or just kind of disorderly conduct.
Right,
if you will. But like, nothing justifies
Squeezing the life out of a
squeezing
man.
the life out of a man for 9 minutes. Like,
Nothing.
I couldn't fucking imagine. Like, if you've
No.
ever kind of partially drowned or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
know, that helpless
Exactly.
feeling you get,
Exactly.
like, oh fuck, like
Yeah.
this is it.
Man.
Imagine feeling that helpless feeling for 9 minutes.
And not only that, just like seeing, like, it's not throwing blame or anything like that or anything, but I'm saying just, and then seeing all of these people right there in front of you watching. You know what I mean? Watching you get the life squeezed out of you.
See, and
That's
then
tough.
it becomes a sad thing where it's
That's
like
tough.
the only thing you can do, and it really sucks. It's like, thank God somebody was recording.
That's it, because it's like,
And
it
it's
makes you
like-
think how many other Injustices
unknown things
are
like this
going
happen.
on in the country that you don't see because a camera is not rolling, because nobody's recording.
Do you remember being a kid and like not hearing so much about like these police brutality
Yeah,
cases?
exactly.
Because we're not all walking around with fucking
No.
smartphones and Twitter
Smartphones and iPhone 11 and
Facebooks and shit.
shit like that, but like now, like it seems like that's all I hear about nowadays. But it's because now we are finally hearing about it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but I mean it's gone on for
For years, exactly.
literal
Hundreds of years. So
like why do I keep saying brutality?
I know, because they're wearing blue, damn blue shirts and blues.
Damn blues, man. Yeah, like brutality between like authority and regular people is going on for literal hundreds of years. It's called the Redcoats. Okay,
Mm.
remember the Redcoats? They literally were fucking people. Oh, and pilgrims.
Oh yeah, pilgrims.
Bloody fucking
Yeah,
pilgrims.
pilgrims.
That good guy, fucking Columbus. What a great guy.
What a fucking dick.
What a fucking asshole. Thank God. Did we get rid of Columbus Day?
Nah, I don't think
I
so.
think we did.
Did we?
Yeah, because I think it's called something else.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because they're like, oh shit. Yeah, he's actually kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick. I'm like, that's weird.
But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else we can give on this kind of subject. I mean, here's what I'll try to leave it on a positive note. If you have a neighbor or a friend or a family member in any kind of trouble, whether it be with somebody or they just need help in general, lend a helping hand. You know, show some compassion, show some love, show some peace towards somebody because you don't know what's going on in their life and you don't know what's happening tomorrow. You don't know what's happening that day. Literally, somebody can leave their house and 10 minutes later you're getting the call, oh shit, they're dead.
Yeah.
Tell them you love them, tell them you appreciate them, help them out, do whatever you can for the people you have in your life right now because you don't know what's going to happen once they leave that door.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's what I would say. Is just like cherish the people that you have in your life, for sure, and just the people that are around you. Period. You know, make sure that they know that you care and that you're there to help them. Honestly, because especially this year so far has just been tragedy. That's all it's been. Honestly, every month it seems like something. It's just getting crazier and crazier, and yeah, you just never know how much time you have, for sure.
Yeah. And don't let George Floyd's name
be in vain.
Honestly,
that's my thing.
Don't let it fade away. Okay, like we still remember Sandra Bland. We still remember.
Oh yes.
All the victims that happened, and like, it's like look how quickly people forgot about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I know.
Man, we sure did move away from that real quick, didn't we?
Yeah.
But you know, I think to really end this podcast off on a good note, the first episode, I promise the next episode will not be so depressing. But I'll leave you off with this. One of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Hey, sorry for the weird cut. The battery died. Just real quick, we just want to say, thank you again for watching. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more like this. We will be doing more episodes. We'll try to put out one episode a week. Just for the time being, obviously with our schedules and stuff and everything going on. Can't promise more than an episode a week, unfortunately. I wish we can do an episode 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be amazing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please leave all the support you can give in those comments down below and likes and stuff like that. Also, check us out on our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. All that will be in the description below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please leave any of your thoughts, comments down below, how you're handling things right now. With everything going on, hope you're safe. And with that being said, we will see you all in the next episode. Peace.